Good afternoon and welcome to my channel. My name is Dr. Ryan Ava. My background is in clinical psychology, and today I'm going to provide you with a unique perspective and an analysis of the events that has been going on throughout this country. So running out of options. What Bruce Castor and his team had to do was to just only continue their pattern of lying. Now, so there are a couple of things that they did today in their short and childish presentation. So, what they did was undermine the events of January 6th by saying that the word insurrection was too much of a strong word for what happened on January 6th. It really was an incitement of violence. And this is what our colleagues on the other side of the aisle, Democrats, meant. So, putting words into a Democrat's mouth. The second is that Trump had nothing to do, and they have the audacity to stay on the Senate floor, on the sacred place that was under attack just a few days ago, and look into our eyes and say, it was not an insurrection, it wasn't Trump's fault, it was just an act of violence. And they have the audacity to say that we are wasting everyone's time by this impeachment, where clearly American people are in need of stimulus packages and vaccines, and they bring the COVID-19 issue. So let me ask you this, Mr. Castro. Where the heck were you or your boss when last year this time we had fewer than a few hundred of COVID-19 cases in this country? Where were you when Donald J. Trump, your boss, claimed that everything is going to go away on its own coming April and May when the weather gets warmer? Where were you when just in the past 2 months, your boss was just playing golf in Florida? Instead, people like me were suffering. Where were you? He was not actually wasting our time then? Now we are wasting your time? Really? You have the audacity? And also, you still have the audacity to come and look into our eyes and say what happened that day was not an insurrection, it was just an incitement of violence? Who are you? I'll tell you who you are. You're just another crook who wants to take advantage of the situation. What advantage, you may ask? I'll tell you. When no one actually wanted to take Donald Trump's case because it's clearly an open and shut case, he's guilty as guilty gets. And no lawyer, no reputable attorney wants to put their name on this case because you know that you have a rigged jury on your side. You know that you're actually going to win an open and shut case that 150% you would have lost if you had it in a if you had a regular jury and not the crooked Republican senators. So what you do, you come in and you take over that case. So when the Senate Republicans acquit Trump, you can claim victory. You can say that I took over a case that nobody else would touch, and guess what? I won. Now, let me be clear. It was an act of insurrection, and you very well know it. So you cannot undermine that. You cannot just clean your hands off of Trump and say that he didn't do anything, he didn't have anything to do with it, because it just did not begin on January 6th. And the House managers did a fantastic job by laying the case from the beginning to the end, where it all began, how it continued, and how it ended. As you yourself and your colleagues claimed, American people are smart enough, and they changed administration when they did not like the old one. Remember those words? And you have the audacity to come in and say politics gets dirty because of people like you and your boss. Politics gets dirty. It certainly is not because of people like Mitt Romney, Bernie Sanders, AOC, Adam Schiff, and the late John McCain. It is because of people like you and your boss, like people, losers like Ted Cruz, Lindsey Graham, the same Lindsey Graham that on January 6th, the same Lindsey Graham that on January 6th stood on that Senate floor and said, "Enough is enough, I'm out." Really, now you're out? Because on their own, they are nobody. They're a bunch of losers. What happened between 1998, where Senator Lindsey Graham stood on that same Senate floor and impeached then President Clinton for lying about an affair? In other words, he might have gotten a blowjob. That was worth of impeachment and removing from office, because you, Lindsey Graham, said that impeachment is not about punishment. It's about cleansing the office. It is about cleansing the office. Where is that 1998 Lindsey Graham? You guys have lost it. You guys have lost the edge long time ago. Corruption and greed has gone so deep within the party that it seems that there is no way coming back. The party of Lincoln is gone. The party of bullshit is here. Sir, you are the one who is lying to the American people, not the Democrats. You are the one who is taking advantage of the opportunity of having a rigged jury on your side, not the American people, not the Democrats. And last but not least, Mitch McConnell stood on the same Senate floor after January 6th and not only admitted that Donald Trump incited an insurrection on the Capitol, but later on, he asked the Democrats to postpone the trial to after Donald Trump leaves office in order to, quote unquote, give the trial the time it needs. So for Trump to get his defense team together. But the same crooked Mitch McConnell came in and voted on the first day that this was unconstitutional. But let it be clear. Let me close up with this. Not only history will judge you, but it's not going to take years. The American people are smart enough and they know exactly what it is that is in front of them. Again, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for paying attention. And please, as everyone asks on YouTube, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell if you want to get notified as soon as I upload my next videos. Thank you again, and until next time, have a good day. Goodbye.